served tacos.
Which one was the best? The best dish that you like?
I liked the poblanos. Oh,
Rajas
oh my
poblanas?
gosh, yes.
Now we are live on YouTube,
Oh
so
my
you can move
gosh.
to anyone that you like. If you are on Instagram and you prefer to YouTube, or you are on Facebook, you prefer Instagram. And
All right.
also on Instagram, we lost 5 people now.
Oh
That's
man.
good. I will do
Well,
this on
Instagram, I
Instagram.
never go live,
I will
so
do this because maybe that's why we lost the people.
oh my boobs.
Wow.
Oh, keep it over there. All right, so I'm just gonna introduce everybody, and then no, go lower. No, because it's all
You
my
don't lost
boobs.
more people now. One people. Leave it there. So
all right, so Mariano, saludos. He says greetings from Uruguay. Hi. So yeah, so we went to Myra and Jordan's wedding, and
prefer the.
We had a great time. And we went, so they got married in Queretaro. Hi. And we went there. We went to Toluca first, right? Here, I'm trying to get these all in the right spot. Can you lower that? I don't want that so high. And we went to Toluca first, which we spent time with. Yeah, that's better. Sorry, it's like all boobs in freaking Instagram. We went to Toluca first, and we were there for, I think, 4 days, right? Mm-hmm. And Diego, for you that don't know, has been flying drone, and that has been very exciting, which I wish, do you have any drone shots on your phone you can bring up?
I have just pictures.
Oh, okay. But he flew drone in Toluca. He flew drone in Bernal, which if you don't know, like one thing that you guys, I hope, realize, and that's why we're doing these group trips as well, which if you guys don't know, we have 2 group trips coming up for Merida for Day of the Dead, and the other one is Bernal, that's what I'm thinking of in my head. The other one is San Cristobal de las Casas in Chiapas, because Mexico is so much more than just beaches and, beaches. People think of Puerto Vallarta, they think of Los Cabos, they think of Cancun or Puerto Morelos. But we went to the center of Mexico. So we went to Toluca first, which we were there, I think, 4 days with, yes, show this shot. This is in Bernal. And like, I can't wait to make a video to show you guys more of Mexico, not just the beaches, which you guys have seen some of my videos. But okay, that's the beaches, yes. And that's one of his drone shots. What resort was that? Was that Dreams?
I cannot remember which one was.
Okay.
I have no even.
Oh, I thought you had the Bernal one. Okay, so then look at this.
I cannot say which one
this
was.
Is Bernal, and Bernal is the 3rd largest monolith in the world. Look at this. And this is Diego's shot.
You can see here, you can see this one. This looks like a turtle.
A turtle. That one looks like a turtle. So this is Bernal, Facebook. Now we're over to Facebook. And now we're on YouTube. Wow, the camera on YouTube sucks. So I think so this is Bernal, and it's the 3rd largest monolith in the world. And there's several animals that you can see in it. So for example, this is a turtle that shows. This looks like, somebody told me, an iguana. Where's my pen? I can't even see where my pen's at. This is an iguana. And then at the top, it can look like an elephant, but it's hard to see based on the shadow. Hi. So that's Diego's drone shot. How cool is that? Oh my gosh, Diego. So, but yeah, I wanted to, I think what I'll do is I'll do like a little maybe montage on Instagram of Myra and Jordan's wedding, because it was just so fun. And they had tons of surprises, which, if you guys know anything about me, I love parties. And one of the things I love is themes. And they gave us like hats and ties for the guys. The girls, I had masks. And then Myra and Jordan came out dressed as Myra was a shark and Jordan was a T-Rex. And it was absolutely hilarious. And they were dancing the Macarena. So it was just super fun to see them just have a blast and enjoy their amazing day, because we all know that planning a wedding is quite stressful and overwhelming. So, but then after that, we did some traveling. We have friends that live in Tequisquiapan, and whoa,
Who's that?
Colleen, how sweet.
Super chat.
So if you guys don't know,
Thank you so much.
Colleen Gust or Gust, I don't know how to say Gust, because in Spanish we'd say Gust.
This one
Gust.
was rude. Let me know if I need to do it like a super chat.
So for Facebook friends and Instagram, if you don't know, on YouTube, you can send what's called a super chat, which many times is sent with a question. So their question is highlighted. And Colleen Gust sent us $28 Canadian, which is amazing. Thank you so much. Yeah, Angela says, super chat. Angela's in town over here on YouTube.
You're right, Megan. You're right.
Julia, hold on. Julia says, I definitely want to see more of Mexico. I absolutely am in love with Valladolid. Yes, we love Valladolid. And only can imagine there's so many other lesser known incredible places to experience. Yes. So there's some updates I want to give you guys about the channel and what you guys are going to see. And one of those, well, I'm like, I don't want to get ahead of myself. So I want to talk about Diego's drone because he's really excited about that. The next thing on the topic was travels in Tequis and Bernal, which I want to do a group trip there because it's absolutely like for those that like hiking and adventure, like hiking and like more active stuff because it's a lot of mountains and stuff. And then not just hiking and stuff like that. They also have like a lot of just the towns are just so beautiful and so old. Like I think Tequis, or was it Tequis that's 600 or was it Queretaro 600 years old? I can't remember what that lady told, or it was Queretaro.
Queretaro 490.
Oh, 490 years old. Okay, that's what it was.
Wrong.
Yes.
If I'm not wrong, because I was kind of drunk.
That was at the wedding.
She's not in video as she explained. What's that?
I don't know. Sailing. Oh, that's our German friend, Sailing Bossa Nova. Dan and Julie's old neighbor. I don't know what he means by that. Glad I was able to say hi. I need to sign off. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy. Dave Megan says professional drone operator.
She's right.
But thank you for the super chat. That's so awesome. That's our first super chat in a while. Well, we haven't been going live.
Jorge says I owe you some beers. I don't think so that you owe me beers, but I like the way that you think. I do prefer tacos and a Coca-Cola.
I'm waving at these guys. Hi, we're waving. Hi everybody on Instagram. I think this is our first live. So let us know any questions you guys have in general. We're here and we are just trying to figure out how to do this. So yeah, and then one of the things is that you guys know we launched group trips in 2023. We did 3, and then in 2024 we're only doing 2 because they're 2 pretty big trips. So we're doing Merida for Day of the Dead, and we have 8 spaces available for that so far. So if you guys are looking for more information, I'll put links in the description, or you can email me, mytrishadvisor@gmail.com. And the idea is that a lot of people experience Mexico, but they only go to the places where it's very touristy. And I'm trying to get people a little bit off the more beaten path, but not like Merida is a town of 2 million people. It's huge and it's historic and it's gorgeous. And the traditions that they have around Day of the Dead are incredible. But I want to talk about the channel here in a second, where we're going to be kind of veering off here in a minute. But let's get to some of your comments really quick here. So Mr. Obvious says, hello, I'm in Puerto Morelos right now. Welcome to Puerto. We're happy to have you. How long are you staying? AJ Travels, she says, hey, you guys. Bruce says, hey, Trish and Diego, all the best. Chef Bruce from Canada. Oh my gosh. You know, I always joke around and I say all my friends are chefs. Like, you have to be chef-like quality, because I can't cook, or I don't really cook, but you have to be like chef-like quality. That's like one of the basics of being our friend. It seems like. Oh, do you know who that is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's like from our friend. That's from our friend from back in the day. Hi, Jorge. He's my old roommate.
That's why
actually.
I'm saying the tacos.
Oh, that's so funny.
Coca-Cola. I didn't buy you beer. What's a Coca-Cola?
What is that from 8 years ago, Jorge? Hi, friend. He's in Mexico City, and he knows you knew Diego. He knew Diego before we even met, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Also, the connection is Anita, that I didn't see her in Queretaro. She's the one that know him and know me, and she told me he tried to meet up with her in
Querétaro. That's so cool. So Michelle on YouTube, she says, "Hola, we'll be home in PM next week, celebrating getting our residency. Oh my gosh, time to grab a drink. That's so awesome." MKRP, nice to see you. Nice to see you guys too. Yes, I know we didn't upload a video last week, and we also haven't been active on lives. Honestly, it's really overwhelming to try. I mean, Diego sees me all the time. I'm like, I have all these notes of things I need to do, and it's like I just don't know what to do first. And I'm like, you know what? The least we can do is go live, check in, say hi, and also give some updates, because as you can tell, I'm really proud of us. We did 6 videos for 6 weeks, and we got over 75,000 views on our channel in 6 weeks. So that's over 10,000 views a week. And we're doing something right. We're on the right track. And thanks to you guys, we had actually reached out onto our newsletter asking for anybody that wanted to help, like the super chats, stuff like that. They help because, for example, we started paying a editor every month to edit for us, because just running the business side of it, it's a whole other thing doing video editing. And that is why we were able to get 6 videos out in 6 weeks. And some of those videos very, very long, like the Mayan train one, which let me know what you guys thought of those videos. We're trying to just get information out, even though we've had 3 viral videos, like super viral. One only has 500,000 views on Facebook. It really should have about 6 million based on the average of how many it's shared. But because it has the Instagram logo on it, it doesn't have as many views. Like Facebook doesn't like if you share an Instagram video. So it has like 4,000 shares. And the reason they're going viral is because the Mayan train is very controversial in Mexico. And people have been very mean to us and saying terrible things to us, and even writing private messages because they are against what we're saying, and we're just
super chat. Super
That's from our Angela. Vacuum. Angela P.
I clean it because of vacuum.
Ah, you're so cute, Angela. She even said, she goes, "I love it when he says super chat." So Angela sent us a $20 super chat on YouTube. Thank you so much. That is so sweet. And what I was getting to is that we pay an editor now, and we reached out to our newsletter people, and there was over $300 given to us to go towards our editor. So that was very helpful because we can help pay our editor. And I would hope that, like, on our channel, we made about $250 a month for the last 2 months. We're hoping within the next 3 months that we can get the channel to cover the price of the editor. That's the goal.
He's eating something.
What's he eating? Our Guapo he finds every bit of food. Get out. What are you eating? Do you see it?
Nope.
So that's the big goal with YouTube. I know Facebook and Instagram, you guys, we've done pretty consistent on Facebook. Instagram, I've been quite terrible at, and I'm trying to get with it. I have so many ideas for Instagram Reels. I want to do like those couples. We have a lot of quirks with us, especially being like, what do you call it? A bicultural relationship. We have a lot of funny things that happen. Not funny sometimes. We argue, and then we realize it's cultural. But a lot of funny things that even I'll find on reels, like you guys know those couples that do reels and they do funny like things that are aggravating, but then I see them and I go, babe, we're not alone. Like those things crack me up and also make me feel so not alone, because a lot of the things we go through are just cultural differences, or just, well, him being a man and me being a woman. So but yeah, so thank you so much, Angela, for the super chat. That's so helpful. Those kinds of things actually add up really fast. And so that takes me into what our next few videos are going to be becoming or transitioning into. But I'm going to say hi to a few of you first. George, he's laughing.
So yeah, the Mayan train, the videos was really good, and
yes,
also for me, the people was not mean. I mean, what the people what?
Wow.
If they say that, if they said mean things, it's up to me if I believe it or not. So I don't believe it. And some of my family also asked me if the president or his people pay us for that. It's like no, it's just a informative video, you know. And we are not saying that I'll go and use the train. It's like if are you going to use the train, we do recommend this, and we don't recommend that, you know.
Yes.
And some people is telling us that the train is a great idea, but the most of the people say like it's not gonna be for the locals, and it's not for locals. It's just to tell the people like for to use it on vacation, and that's it. It's like not really it's not really a good thing. But now it's there, and we cannot be like oh, don't go and don't use it. Let's break it. Let's break that sooner. I don't know.
I think what it is that like it's very politically dividing the Mayan train. Like even if you say, oh, we took the Mayan train, people automatically assume that you support AMLO just because you took the Mayan train. And people that are against AMLO really like are mad at you for that. And I said, listen, as a foreigner traveling here, I am just trying to warn people of how it's actually working compared to what it's being advertised. So like certain places, I mean, number one, the bathrooms weren't working properly, or there's no transportation to get from it. So I realized that a lot of people are just not informed of what's actually happening. And so I'm like boots on the ground. We're like boots on the ground, just trying to share with people, hey, this is what's actually happening on the train. So if you guys haven't seen our last few videos, go watch them. One is a really long one. So I tell people one thing that you can do for us, even if you don't want to watch it, just press play and put it on mute, because watch time is good for YouTube. Well, any platform. One way you can support people that you follow is just watch their stuff, even if you put it on play. And I tell people, if you've watched it or you only watch part of it, even if you put it on mute, but of course we want you to watch the stuff. Oh, Angela says, did you see her super chat? He did the super chat. Do the super chat again, because she didn't hear you.
Super chat. Super chat.
Cover your ears. Sorry, guys.
Sorry for that. Let me know if you know some kind of a voice or something. I don't know.
Oh, she said, what is your number one favorite place in Mexico? I'm sorry, I didn't even see the question. So our favorite place in Mexico. What's your favorite place in Mexico? Like if you were to name one.
Any place next to my wife. Okay. Bye-bye. Thank you so much to everyone.
You're so cute.
Oh, that's a good question, and the good question have usually not good answers. The best, I guess, is a mix between if we can still getting hit in Puerto with the food of Doña Chofi in Toluca, yeah. The candies of Toluca, and the bread from Centro Mexico.
Thanks, Marty.
And a few friends from all around U.S. and can be Puerto. I mean, because also we talk about that the weather, the humidity is kind of annoying, and the heat, but it's nice. I mean, in some places, also Toluca and Queretaro, now that we went, Tisha love it, but for me it's like so dusty.
It was really it was really dry.
The distance are so far, and it's like it's a huge city. Well, you need to drive over there. You should drive. You cannot just walk there. It's like you need a car to went everywhere. Why this one is in green?
Okay, so we need to go to. Well, I want to finish my question with Angela, and then we'll go there. I want to say I think my favorite place is everywhere except for obviously where I live in Puerto Morelos. Everywhere I go, Diego always hears me trying to figure out. Like I start looking up rentals. I start looking up how we can live there. But I really do love Queretaro because of Tequisquiapan and Bernal. But you're also, how do you say it? Tulantango? Tulantango. You're only 2 hours away from the Tulantango, like the famous cascadas, waterfalls.
Cascadas.
You're only an hour away from like famous other types of waterfalls. I really like the center of Mexico, and we do have a house in Toluca, but we only go there. The last couple of years we've stayed there for a couple months, but this year we haven't. We only went for a few days, and then we went for last Christmas, and that was it. But the first 2 years we were together, I think we spent a few months in Toluca, just because I really like the center of Mexico. I think that's an area of Mexico that it's very underappreciated because people are so fearful of traveling to Mexico. But once you get to these certain parts, you go, wow, it's mind blowing. The mountains and like the monolith, like what we just showed you guys of Bernal. So Michelle, we're going to get to Michelle's. She's a member. And then we're going to go on to the video.
No. Megan went out of Facebook. Oh, that's so sad. Well, I'm pretty sure she lost the connection. We will see her later. Okay, what's next, you say?
Michelle. So Michelle is a member for the last 2 months. It says she became our level 1 member on YouTube, and that's a great way to support the channel. So I think the level 1 is like $1.99 or $2.
The level 1 member.
Is that your membership thing?
I don't know. I'm so sorry. I will come with something different. I'm so sorry.
Your super chat thing became pretty famous. We used to have a friend that lived here, and her little girl would walk around saying super chat.
Actually, you know what, Michelle Reagan, you can send us an email, and I will send you some of the pictures that I have with the drone. What about that? A couple pictures. What do you think about that?
Oh, and she said the train seems like a great idea, but not practical.
Oh, I saw that comment.
I didn't see
absolutely that. Right. That's right. Just to close the Mayan train is, somebody says, well, the price of the Mayan train is going to help the local people. Well, number one, the people who works on the resorts, they have the transport from the resort. Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, a bartender from Playa del Carmen who lives in Playa del Carmen and want to go to Cancun, the schedule on the Mayan train is worth it. It's not practical. They should get there. They will be late, or they will be so soon, and to get home is because it's just too, how you say that, to schedule. It's like
there's 3.
Is not practical at all, and the locals will use it, I guess, one time, and that's it. They will be like, okay, at the end, I use the train at least for one time. And the rest of the people will use it, even the tourists. They will spend time that they can be at the pool or they can be at the ocean having a piña colada or a glass of water is not really practical. That comment is like the slogan of the train. I'm not being smart.
You are smart. Mr. Obvious says, he goes, you just have to add a 4th train. So I think what will happen is that they will have eventually a lot of trains going each way. So for example, right now they have 3 going from from Cancun to Playa del Carmen. And then they have 3 going from Cancun to Merida, and then Merida to, I think, all the way to Palenque, I think. But overall, I like the train. I actually really enjoy the train. One good point that Diego has about me is that he knows I'm very antsy and I like to get up. And so the train, he was like, I like it for my wife because she can get up and walk around. I mean, I can in the audio as well, but I mean, they have a bar and a cafe in the train.
Bar is some bottles.
Yeah.
To make some drinks.
Yeah, there's like four. Yeah, it's like mezcal.
They have cookies. It's like a less than an OXXO.
It's less than an OXXO, yeah.
Because it's not like a handmade cookies, or it's not like a I want a martini. Like,
they had tamales.
Sir, let me give you a martini.
Yeah, but I mean,
rum and Bacardi.
Yeah, which that's what you drink.
Shot.
Mezcal, that's what I drink.
That's why they call it bar. And the cookies is like the cookies from the OXXO, the lime, the chocolate, the vanilla. That's it.
Yeah,
Mr. I'm not saying that it's not good. It's a small, but it's a.
But again, bar. So I think, but Mr. Obvious, again, good quote here, Mr. Obvious. It says the bar will get better with time. Trust me, and I think that's with everything. So the Mayan train is the unfortunate part. What I think is that AMLO. I mean, I'm not talking politics. I'm just saying I don't even know the politics, but knowing that he opened it like just a few months before, or I shouldn't say a few months, it opened in December, but he's really pushing it. All I can say is that it feels like it was opened really fast. So nothing's really opened properly. There's not stores, or there's now starting to be stores. But when we first went, like I said, the bathrooms weren't properly working. There was places that like the stores weren't open, like they have them, but they're empty. And there's just a lot of functionality of things that aren't working, but it's probably working, let's say, at 20% capacity. And it'll be really nice, like what Mr. Obvious is saying is, and that's his screen name, just to let you guys know, Mr. Obvious, which is a hilarious screen name. I think all of it will get better. But it's just kind of weird how it opened up with just like 20% of things properly operating. You know what I mean? So, and even like in the video, if you guys saw it, there was a part where I was excited to go into the OXXO and get like a drink before we left. And the lady was closing. And I'm like, wait, you only have 3 trains a day and you're closing 45 minutes before the train leaves, and 45 minutes before the train leaves is when people are waiting. So yeah. So it's just funky operational things that, like, for example, if you saw in the second or third video we made about the Mayan train, this lady flew in from Germany and she goes, I thought there was going to be a train every hour. And I was like, well, you better look that stuff. There's not a train every hour. And it took her 3 hours to get to her destination with waiting and stuff, rather than an hour, like what she thought it was going to be.
It's a soft opening. Yes.
It's like a soft opening. Yes.
And for me, was not somebody says, for me was not the
why is he bullying you, Megan?
He's not going. Oh, I don't know who's Megan. The bar will not get better because even in one trip we would do, on the way out, I'm asked for lime for the Bacardi and Coke, and they brought me lime. On the way back, I asked the waiter, and he goes, "We don't use knives to cut the limes because it's so dangerous." And then he tried to fix it, and he goes, "Let me ask to my partners with beers. Maybe they have limes." And then he tried to fix it better to show that they don't have limes, and we don't usually bring limes because they will be rotten.
Rotten, yes.
Okay, yeah. Don't bring me the lime.
But on the way there, they had fresh juiced lime juice, whatever.
I guess in the morning is not dangerous to use a knife. But then later it's like
Diego's like very resentful for not having lime.
Now it's late. It will be dangerous in the night. The people will be crazy.
Okay, so Sandy is this Facebook? This is Facebook. I understand why the train is so controversial. Nevertheless, I'm seriously considering it for a trip to Merida. So to Merida, it goes to Merida Tella. Merida Tella is about 30 minutes outside of Merida. So that's something to consider. We stopped in Leona Vicario, and it's a small train stop. There was no transportation for us. In the bigger train stops, what I've realized is that they have a bus, and that bus is usually about 50 pesos, which I'm guessing that would be about 50 pesos for you to take from Cancun to Merida. I mean, Cancun to Merida, and then once you get off there, there's probably a bus at the Merida station. But at the smaller, less known stations, what I'm assuming is there's not transportation, and you'd have to go to somebody to ask for it. Excuse me, for a taxi. We took it from Merida to Cancun to Valladolid, and I really liked it. But in the end, I would still prefer to take the audio because it's about a 10 or 12 minute ride outside of Valladolid, and audio stops right in town. So it's those kind of things that you kind of, somebody like us, we live here, so it's easier for us to kind of sort it out. Oh, bolillos.
Oh,
did you hear scary. That? I was like, what?
Like somebody getting the house. Like
yeah.
Hey, somebody's here. But no, it's the bolillos outside of the
On
door.
Saturdays, he goes, bolillos calentitos.
10 years from now, there will be a train
every hour.
I don't even 20. Maybe 20.
I don't even think every hour. I mean, in 20 years.
Enough space for big luggage.
Oh, Michelle, I'm sorry. Yes.
Yeah, pretty. Hello, Robbie.
And you can bring your dogs. Buy me some. Yeah, bolillos.
Megan, I was just kidding about that. You say that we are even because here is so dry and dusty. Well, not here in Villas Dos, maybe Punta Arena.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna bring up. Oh, what's it say? Oh yeah. So hold on. I just saw. Oh, I wanted to talk to Michelle. Michelle says I'm green because I'm a member, but still can't. I think she means can't get into the Facebook group only. Okay, I have not managed that very well because I have a paid membership group on Facebook that if you've requested, I need to accept you and I need to get that active because I have that group, but I don't have it. Like I don't ever look at it. It's funny because it doesn't even show up on my Facebook.
You have her.
I can see if she's have you request. Okay, so yes, if you haven't requested to be a part of the group, shoot me an email at mytrishadvisor@gmail.com. And if we have any issues or whatever, but if you've requested, which I'm assuming you have, it's just because I haven't looked at it. For whatever reason, some of those groups don't show up in my Facebook. So it doesn't remind me like the notifications to some of those groups don't show up. So I don't know that people have requested to be a part of it if I don't look at it consistently. And it's not a very active group. So, but now that we've gotten members now, I need to look at that. So I'm really sorry about that, Michelle.
Thank you for your insight. I thought, good.
It's just.
I was assuming taxi will be available. On the
big ones, yes.
On the big ones, yes. The last one that we tried was Leona Vicario. Mm-hmm. Was not even a motorcycle with seats. What was one there, but the driver was working on the train.
Yeah.
And thanks God, the manager of the station, he gave us a ride to the downtown in Leona Vicario. But if not, we'll be.
Oh, look at Angela. She said, you got to make t-shirts that say Super Chat. That would be hilarious. That's a good idea. I love that. Okay. Okay, so then I want to announce to you guys. So we asked a question, I think it was on Facebook, and I posted it on YouTube, asking you guys if you had any questions about buying land, buying real estate, buying a condo, anything like that. Because after we did our first video, well, it was just me and Megan, about the shocking growth of Puerto Morelos. I had so many questions about people asking me which one did you recommend? What type of condo do you recommend, or which condo building do you recommend, or is there homes for sale in Puerto that you recommend? Can we buy land there? I mean, it was literally every question. And then we did the video with Jime, and she they actually just started their construction on their building, but they're building an 11 unit place. And there's someone I recommend to buy from. And actually 2 people that follow me went over there. They put deposits down. One person backed out because they decided to buy in Baja, and the other person has actually gone through with it, and they have a unit there now. And what I've realized is that I've put off talking about real estate for a long time because honestly, I was just really intimidated by it. And I didn't want to like get anybody into like a bad deal, let's say. And what I've realized is that I can provide you guys with good information to get you ready to buy or rent even, because the first part of the videos we're going to do is going to be vacation rentals that we recommend. And we just stayed at Cabañas here in Puerto Morelos. And we have 3 other places coming up that we're going to stay at. So we're going to start with a few vacation rentals. And then I've also interviewed 2 builders here that I recommend that I know personally. I know people that have had homes built by them, and I trust them and I know them. And I know they're not going to scam you, because there's a lot of scams, especially when you're talking about really big amounts of money in Mexico. And as a foreigner, one thing that is really scary about Mexico is that if you're scammed, you really don't have any way to go after those people. Number 1, can you find them? Number 2, could you sue them? No, because they don't have any legal stuff, or they didn't even use their real name. So those things are really scary. And for years, like when we first grew in 2018 and 19, or I should say as my Trish advisor, I had a lot of builders and real estate people reach out to me, and I told everybody no. In fact, one of the builders I interviewed, he reached out to me 5 years ago, and I told him no, because I was too, like, let's say my average sale for my tours is private tours, let's say is $400-$600, right? I'm always nervous that something is going to go wrong on a tour, and it stresses me out. Like, I want everything to go perfect, of course. And so that's already stressful. And I kept thinking, well, what if something goes wrong when somebody's buying a home from Veracruz? Oh, that's my girl from Jade Days. Oh,
hola, jarochos.
Jarochos. But what I realized is that I was really scared at that time to provide that kind of information, because I didn't want to recommend places that could be a scam, maybe that I didn't know. And now, I mean, I've lived here for 8 years, and some of these people I've known for 8 years or 5 years, and I know their work. Now I can actually not only provide you with like basic information about, let's say, buying a home or renting even here. Like I said, the first few videos are going to be, I think we're going to do a video, like 3 places that we recommend to vacation at, like a vacation rental. And then after that, oh, Julie. And then after that, we're going to do a few videos about like the process of buying here in Mexico, because that is probably one, besides of renting. Like, Trisha, where do you recommend we stay in Puerto Morelos? Besides vacationing in Puerto Morelos, I'd say the next questions that I get all the time is about buying. And I don't know all those answers. So my goal is I'm going to bring to you guys those people that are the professionals that know the answers to your questions. So that's what we're going to do. So the first video, we're staying at a beachfront property, and then we already stayed at La Cabaña. And then we're staying at another place that's right next to Marbella, which is a beachfront property. I'm sorry, we're going to do one at Abbey del Sol, a beachfront property, and then Cabañas. And there's this jungle place that actually just invited us to. So we may do 3 or 4 just for one YouTube video that says, 4 places that we recommend to vacation at in Puerto Morelos. And then after that, we're going to do some videos that are about buying in Mexico. And that could be buying land, buying property, or building a home. And like I said, I interviewed 2 builders. One of those builders I've known for 8 years, and the other builder I've known for 5 years. He's actually the one that reached out to me. And I know friends that have had homes built by them. So that's going to be like I called it like the vacation rental and real estate like video series is what's going to be coming up. So, and we still might do some of the train as updates, because a lot of people have been asking us more questions about the train. Obviously, those videos did very well on YouTube, but a lot of people are very interested in that subject. So we're excited to share that stuff with you guys. So let me know any questions that you guys might have or anything that you guys might look forward to seeing about vacation rentals or like questions that you have about buying a home in Mexico that we can help cover for you. So I don't know about those things, but I know the people that do know, and I want to bring those guys to you. And I'd really be interested in doing a podcast because y'all know I like to talk. And I think if we can get people on a podcast that you could listen to specific podcasts that would help you answer big questions about owning in Mexico. Okay, so let's get to your questions.
Robin, right?
No. So Sandy, I don't know. I think
Robin, and the next one was Joey, but not Joey.
No, not Joey. Joey Reyes. So yeah, Joey. There's a lot of luggage space on the train. Yeah.
Misty
Sandy
says she's so proud of me. Thank you so much.
Aw, Misty Brewer. Wait, is that my Misty that I grew up with?
Yeah, but she said that she's so proud of me.
So she says, what real estate agents are safe to use both for renting and buying? Is that in Puerto Morelos? Yeah, that's a great question. I have somebody that I recommend for renting. Huh?
You almost just talked about that right now.
Oh.
But it's okay.
Yeah. Both for renting and buying. I recommend Jess Jimenez all the time because she deals with a lot of renters, but we're going to cover those in our videos for sure. Yay. I'm glad you like the idea, Sandy. She goes, your plan is great. Looking forward to those videos. Megan.
Diego says you are a genius. Dos X. Eric? Who's Eric?
Oh, Eric Deschner.
Deschner?
Oh, he's talking about when you did, I don't know if you guys saw the video, but he mixed Dos Equis and Fanta. Did you try it? Are you the one that commented? Eric Deschner.
I don't have my glasses. I'm sorry.
Yeah, his old man glasses where he looks over his
glasses. Dos X. What's a heart there on the top of those heart and like a...
Oh yeah, there's a heart.
Do you try it? It's just like a... And if you try the Hangover, it's way better because brought you like electrolytes. So good. So good.
Oh, Angela, she says, oh, where did it go? She goes, bar on a train? Wow, in New York, you won't get that. Yeah, New York, that would not be a smart thing.
What?
New York City,
what it says?
The bar on a train, wow, here in New York, you won't get that. And then Rum Reefer Radio. He says, pardon my tardiness.
Rum Reefer Radio. Yes, Orange Fanta and Dos X Lager, half and a half. Is better also.
Who's Hank's mom?
Super Chan. Super Chan.
Cover your ears. Hey.
Cheers. Hank's mom.
Hank's mom says cheers. Cheers. Oh, I just have, this is a, what is it? Coconut and pineapple juice drink. Cheers, guys.
And this is just rum, so
this is just rum.
Let's do it.
Cheers, Hank's mom. We love Hank and we love Hank's mom.
I know Hank's.
I've never even seen him on the channel. Is this your first time here? They sent us $20. What?
Okay,
that's awesome.
Hold on.
Actually, Diego, I don't know if you guys remember the live video where we were on the beach and people kept sending super chats and he had to keep drinking beers. And then I posted a picture on Facebook with like beers all around him laying on the sand, like passed out. That was to the day. I think that's like one of my favorite super chat.
Miguel, actually, yes, that's good for my hangover. So instead to Fanta Naranja, if you can find a red soda, like a cherry Fanta or something, it's gonna be up to you because it can be also Sprite. So you choose which one half you want. And it's gonna be like a sweet beer because I'm not a beer person.
No, he doesn't like beer. So Megan, our friend Megan, introduced me to and if you like sweet, strawberry Fanta would be good too. If you like sweet drinks, is Sprite and what's it called? Megan, is she still here? It's the tropical drink. What is it called? It's the coconut rum. The coconut rum, the white bottle.
Oh yeah. Okay, let me ask to.
Is Megan here?
Google.
Susana Aguilar. ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo estás? Besos. Malibu rum. Miguel. Yes. Yeah, everybody's writing Malibu. Malibu rum. So Malibu rum and Sprite with ice. You guys, it tastes like cotton candy. It's so good. But it tastes like a hangover. To me, Malibu, sweet drinks. Yeah, Malibu. Bernadette. Thanks, guys. Everybody's got their alcohol. They know it. Yeah, it's so good. So we had those on the beach, and those were good. Gosh, you guys, I hate that when you have a brain fart. It's like, what is it? What is it?
A brain what?
A brain fart. You've never heard that?
Brain fart?
A brain fart. Have you never heard that word before?
Brain fart?
Oh, look it. Did you just flinch? Look what came in brain yesterday. Fart. Are you guys ready for this?
Hello, I just have a brain fart. And then, can I have a napkin, please? I need to clean
I can't believe you've never heard that word.
I need to clean over here.
I can't believe.
Because I have a brain fart.
Yeah. Have you never really heard? You've never heard that word before? Never. I've never said it. Come on now.
Sir, I'm so sorry. May you have a brain fart and I can see in your hair you have some Nutella there.
No, it's
let me handle you a napkin and go to the bathroom. Please.
Handle you?
I hope don't be around somebody who has a brain fart.
I just had a brain fart.
When I'm eating.
No, it just means like when you forget something. I don't know why we say brain fart.
Brain fart is.
Yeah, I don't know why. Anyways, that's so funny.
Hand fart. I'm sorry, I just have a hand fart.
Look at this. So I designed these, and these are the first design. I'm only going to release, I think, 30 of these. These are going to be number one for purchase. But then if you do buy a property or a land or build with my friends, I'm going to give this as a gift, but full of like $100 to $200 worth of goodies from Puerto Morelos. So it's going to be like restaurant dining certificates. I already have a dentist that's going to give me a free teeth cleaning for those that get one of these bags. But that's for people. There's going to be a bag full of, so we're going to sell the bags themselves for $40, like this. It says, I heart Puerto Morelos. And then it has a little bit of my Trish Advisor on the side and then on that side. And these ones have zippers. I was like, you guys, we have to have zippers. So I've used mine for like 6 months and I freaking love it. I use it for everything. So it's pretty good size.
Yeah, that bag is being used for 6 months. It's like a bag fart.
You're so silly. You're obsessed.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just have a nose fart. I need to clean it.
But aren't these so cool? I'm so proud of myself. Like, I designed this. I did this. I made this happen. Like, I'm not a designer, but
you should be proud of yourself.
I am. Look at that. So that's going to be the first design. And then the next design, I'm going to do a reef that says I heart Puerto Morelos. And then I'm going to do one that is going to say, like, I heart Mexico. But, yes, Angela, this beautiful bag. I'm so excited. And it's really good size. You guys, you have no idea. This took like 2 months of going back and forth with my designer. And then it took 6 weeks to get them printed and sewn. So 3 months later, we have them. So the bags are going to be $40. And then I'm going to try to get them full of goodies for those that actually purchase the bags. But then even bigger goodies for those that end up purchasing a property, a land, or building with the builders that I recommend, but it's going to be full. I want to try to get about $200 of products in there for you guys.
You're right, Megan. You're right. Taste the rainbow. It tastes
like Skittles.
Skittles.
So for those that end up purchasing something, then you'll get, what I want is that, like, let's say we recommend a building, right, that we suggest, and you buy a property in that building. You're going to live here or spend more time here than somebody just, well, I guess there could be buyers that are going to rent it out, right? But even then, you're going to have people staying in your home or renting it, whatever. Or if you're staying there, I want to give these bags as gifts with very nice gifts in them. Oh, that could be like free dinners or free drinks. Or like I said, the one dentist reached out to me and said that he would put like a free teeth cleaning in there, which that's like 1,500 pesos, like $75 worth. Because you're going to be living here and spending time here. So places that I know and that I love, I'm going to reach out to them and have them fill it with goodie bags for those of you that decide to live here or purchase here. So I think it's a really good idea. And I just love the bag. I seriously love the bag. Or are you going to do another super chat? I was like, is there a super chat?
Saying that the best one was the ghost super chat.
Oh, wait, when was that?
Maybe next time.
Oh, Miguel, he remembers the ghost super chat. When my face turned so red because I was so embarrassed. All right. So we're about 50 minutes in. That's the updates I think I wanted to talk to you guys about. That we had an amazing time in Queretaro at the wedding, and Diego's going to be flying drone. So if you guys need any drone work, I got a drone pilot right here.
But schedule with 2 months ahead, because right now it's so full. No, I'm kidding. Let me know if you need anything.
Yeah, and we have a wedding photographer friend that has now hired Diego to be his drone operator, and he's done some real estate shots. I'm proud of you, man. Good job.
So remembering the question that
Michael,
where do you like to live in Mexico? I forget to mention the Luso Cafe. If you being around Mexico City, Toluca or Metepec, Luso Cafe is a piece of heaven over there.
So yeah, his family's restaurant, their food is so good.
If you want to take care of yourself for an afternoon and have a really amazing food and dessert and coffee, yes, and also service, that's the spot. Luso Cafe.
Yes, in Toluca. We love it. Oh my gosh, look at Angela. She says, and Diego's eyes when you said brain fart. That's so funny that it's just...
No, it's not funny.
He's not I don't funny even know if I should have brought it back up.
It's just like a...
brain fart, Mr. Obvious. Yay, yes, Miguel and Angela say beautiful bag. Or ghost fart. Oh my gosh. Just put Modelo Gold in mine. Oh,
yeah, you can play with the brands of the soda and of the beer, half and a half. I learned that from my friend Sebastian from Argentina, but I read somebody comment that is from they do it a lot in Chile, so I guess it's Latin America thing, but most in Chile and Argentina, and it's really good. For the hangover, so. Now you need to try to get wasted tonight and tomorrow just to see if it works.
Our friend Frank,
just for that.
Our friend Frank says, like, when you're hungover, you have a beer, but he goes, having that beer can be dangerous because he calls it reconnecting, because then all of a sudden you can start to reconnect, because then it turns into 2 beers, 3 beers. Yeah,
Thank
Michael.
You so much, Elena. Now in my head is not just one word; it's 2 words: brain fart, and now even have a smell. I would think about Nutella, just like a...
Nutella's not so bad to think about.
No, it's gonna be better.
Wait, so Michael says passed out Diego was hilarious, but the ghost super chat was my favorite. It's so funny. To this day, I've had people that have followed us. I mean, a lot of you guys have been here since we started, which has been actually 2018 March. Actually, it's been 6 years. Oh, yeah, I forgot I wanted to have a 6-year anniversary with my church advisor, but I forgot. That's so my church advisor. Oh. Diego.
Wow, super chat. Oh, do you remember the Capitán Cavernícola? Hijo. Just the Mexican will remember about that.
Just the
You
Mexicans
can adopt me so I can
stay
stay
in
in
Mexico.
Mexico. Let me think about.
We have a couch.
Do you know how to carry a luggage with my drone? So
You need an assistant.
maybe.
Powell sent us $10. Thank you guys. This is awesome. That is just so helpful. You guys have no idea how much
Come
this
on,
stuff
Selena.
helps us. What'd you say?
Stop, please.
I found Diego passed out. Yep, she did.
It's no picture about that. So it's not. You have no proofs, okay? So just.
I have photos. Yeah, so Miguel says, yeah, he can't beat the ghost super chats. So yeah, so I had a couple. We were on the beach somewhere. This is probably like 6 months ago or something like that. And this couple came up to me.
Do you want to try?
And they said,
do you want to try?
Yeah. They came up to us and they were like, we've been following you for like 5-6 years. And our favorite super chat to this day is the ghost one. And I'm like, that's the one in Isla Mujeres. And they said, yep. Because for those of you that don't know, the ghost super chat, like I didn't know where Diego went. So I went live and then I was sitting on a couch and we had a super chat come through. And all of a sudden I was like, oh, okay, Diego's not going to do anything with the super chat. Well, he took my tripod and he put like my swimsuit cover up over it. And then he had it swinging behind me and he goes, super chat. And my face turned so red because A, it surprised me, and B, I was super embarrassed because not embarrassed, but I was embarrassed because it just surprised me. And to this day, that one was for me the most embarrassing, which wasn't embarrassing, but I don't know why. I just turned my face literally turned bright red. But the beer one was so funny because he goes, I'll take, and we had only the whiskey drinks. And so Diego's like, I'll drink a whole beer. I'm like, babe, that's not a whole beer. That's a whole whiskey beer. So he drank, like, we had so many super chats come in, and one even sent us $100. And Diego's like, okay, I'll drink like 2 or 3 or something like that. And he got really drunk. And then jokingly though, I took a picture of him like laying in the sand with like empty beer bottles around, or beer cans around him. Those were some of my 2 favorite. But I loved the first one because it was Sassy's squeaky toy. And I had no idea he was going to do something with it. And so all of a sudden he did Sassy's squeaky toy. And that was the first super chat. And I thought it was really cute. Yeah, Selena says, yes, I do.
Mention it, please, babe. Please.
Gringos RS. Hey, Trish and Diego. Hi, guys. I know you guys have been following for a long time, too. Sorry I'm late. Saw the drone shot. Excellent. Can't wait to get back to Bernal and Techies. Isn't it amazing? Like, every time I go there, I'm like, I want to live there. But thank you for the super chat. We love you. Thank you. Thank you. It's a great way to support us. And it's just, you guys have no idea how helpful that is. So thank you. Mr. Obvious says, I had my teeth cleaned back in January at Superaki. By the Superaki. I was like, at Superaki? And that was exactly $75 with x-rays. Cool. Yes. And that's what I'm hoping to do is get some gift items, especially for those ones that buy from somebody that I recommend, because then I can fill some really good goodies of this bag. And if you guys are interested in the bag too, you can email me. I think what I'm going to do is set up a few locations that you can buy them at, because a lot of people have been asking me for those bags, which I'm very excited about.
Brad says hi, he's driving.
Oh, he's driving. And congrats on your move. I didn't know you guys had moved. Like, I thought you were visiting. They moved down to the beach in, was it Georgia? I can't remember. But they moved. Michael and Brad. Oh, he's playing. Don't listen.
No. It sounds so familiar. I'm sorry. My brain is just, I have a brain poop right now. A brain fart.
You think you're so funny. Gringos RS says, we went to the winery and I flew a drone once. And I was flying under the influence. Diego's done that once.
What?
She says, I was flying under the influence.
What is that?
Like after you've been drinking, the influence. What do you do? Here, go here. Hi, Instagram. Have they been active over there? Oh, they're waving. Or no, we're waving.
Look, nobody there.
I know, because I never go live. Oh no.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Don't mess with my.
Oh, Alabama. There we go. Oh,
okay.
Manuel
now
Jimenez.
Take control of Facebook.
Andrew? Who's Andrew?
If you don't bring me a hamburger, I'm gonna leave the Facebook page. Okay. So now it's kidnapping. The Facebook is kidnapping, and you keep just talking to the people.
Oh, he's YouTube. Kidnapping my Facebook. Okay. Michael Horn says, Gulf Shores, Alabama. We're so happy to live here. And he's got a good job now, and we're definitely here to stay. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy for you guys. That's huge.
Okay, I got it. That he just posted about the interview, right? And
yes.
He got it on the second one.
Yes. He got it. So do you guys still have a drone? Gringos R Us? Mr. Obvious. Anybody with beer cans around them laying in the sand in PM is a friend of mine. Oh, that was funny. That was probably 2 years ago. Remember when I took the picture of you with the beer cans and you were laying on the ground like you were passed out? I said, thanks everybody for the super chats.
But you say anybody with beer cans around
them laying in the sand in PM is a friend of mine.
Huh. And also, if you remember, was not beer cans, was a mix whiskey and.
That's what I was saying. Is that it was like you were like, I'll drink this whole beer. Apple. I'm like, babe, those aren't beer. Those are like liquor.
Because I'm not a beer person.
No, he doesn't like beer.
Or with a half of a Fanta.
No. All right. So that's all the updates on our side. I think so we're going to have the first video. I think the first video will be about vacation rentals, but it is kind of a big video because we're going to have 4 different locations. So like I said, if you didn't see my post, we posted about staying at Cabañas. And Cabañas, we stayed in a huge 1-bedroom suite. And they're about $150 a night. That is a place I do recommend to stay. But you guys all updated on my website, which you can go to mytrishadvisor.com. And I'm going to activate the stay locations again because I deactivated it just because I hadn't focused on it. And some of the places that were open have now sold. One place is being, it's actually been sold and now being rebuilt. So I need to update my stay locations. And you guys can go to mytrishadvisor.com. As of right now, you can book tours, transportation on the website, but also I'll be updating the website for the stay locations. But like La Cabaña, where we stayed, is like 6 apartments. I call them apartments because they all have kitchens, and it has a pool, and it's only a block from the beach. So those are the kind of videos we're going to start with, that with some vacation rentals that we recommend. And we hope to do a couple of those videos because we get that question a lot. And
a lot.
And then the real estate videos, which of course, any questions you guys have on real estate, let us know. What?
So Gringos R Us says, yes, we have the DGR 2S. We in Tuxtla now and plan to start flying here. Just be careful, guys, because if you don't have your license with you, you can be in trouble with the police. You need your federal license. As a pilot, you need to have it.
But if it's a certain size?
Nope, it doesn't matter. That's why I have mine. And I would love to see your faces right now because you don't need it. For the 2S, the mini 2S, you don't need it because it's 249 grams. So I do recommend if somebody come like, oh, you have your paper? Yes, I have my paper. I have everything. Yeah, whatever. And you'll be fine. You don't need it. At least that is for 2 or more kilos. Okay, so fly safe and do it. Just do it. Any questions, let me know.
So he was joking, just to let you know. If you didn't catch on to that.
They say, good tip, Diego. No, do it. Just do it. Go ahead.
Yeah, as long as it's, I think it is, it's, she said LOL, 250 grams or 260 grams or less?
It's supposed to be 250. You need a license, but it's just 2 or more kilos. So, and that drone, you have the 249 grams is absolutely fine. No worries. As much as you can I mean, just a tip that if you can get in a building, that's gonna make you better with the connection. But you will be fine. Just do it. You will
Yeah, so that was our first thing that we looked up, was like what kind of license he has to have, and they basically said as long as it's under a certain weight, he doesn't have to have the license. But we have to be careful, of course, of where we're flying, so around airports, and obviously certain like electrical.
Oh yes, just don't fly next to 8 kilometers next to a airport. And in some spots like ruins, they have inhibitors, but you can.
Well, it's illegal to fly around the ruins. Oh, Selena has one too.
Bring it here.
So, but that's it. We just wanted to say hi. And oh, she says lots of laws regarding them here. Can't fly in national parks. Okay.
Well, I need to say something, and this may surprise you, but I have an extra power for that. I'm a Mexican. No, you need to follow the rules. You need to follow the rules. Yeah, that's for sure.
And Diego's he's like such a rule follower. I'm like, let's break all the rules. So anyways, that guys, we've been on here an hour. Well, YouTube, it's been an hour. With you guys, even longer. YouTube, it took a long, like we could not get YouTube to connect. So for all of you that have been following us for a while, thank you so much for all your help. For those of you that have not only donated on the super chats, but in our, like I said, we had over $300 sent to us on our newsletter, people. And for those of you that have helped us, we are really trying to grow this channel and be giving you guys good information and connect with you guys, make new friends, and just to help you guys know more about Mexico. Because how this all started was I used to be so afraid of Mexico. Honestly, I was very afraid of Mexico. And then I got here and I lived in Tijuana for a short time, and I visited Rosarito and Ensenada, fell in love with it. And then I ended up driving across Mexico 2 months after having an apartment. And now I've lived here for over 8 years. And what I'm realizing is that I need to embrace that. Like, I just said this to a friend of mine the other day, that I am a professional in traveling in Mexico. Like, I know a lot of information, and I'm really bad about like I want to make travel guides, and I want to make things that are more clear and concise. It's just hard for me to do all these things because it's like, I know I have so much knowledge, but to get it on paper, it's just a whole other thing. But I'd really like to do like downloadable travel guides for you guys. And obviously we want to keep doing our group trips, because our group trips is where we can take you to really fun and unique places that you might not want to go on your own. But if you want to go on your own, I can have these travel guides. This is travel guides is something I've wanted to do since I started my Trish Advisor. But it's just another thing. Like, it's just another thing that I have on my task list, but something I really want to do. And so as we grow with YouTube, my goal is hopefully that'll help us make more money, and I can delegate things, because right now everything's relying on me, and things that I can help, that Diego can help with too. But other than that, it's all on me. And if I can make enough money to where I can start delegating things, that's where the real growth is going to come in. So that's why we've decided to focus more on YouTube, and be more consistent with YouTube, because Facebook, we've always been consistent with. Instagram, I'm sorry, I've been terrible with it. It's just, it's hard. It's hard. It's a lot. But I think that once we have kind of a rhythm on things, and especially once we can get the YouTube to a level to where it can pay for the editor, that's where our real growth is going to come in. And it's going to come in. I really am proud of us. Like I said, we have over 70,000 views in 6 weeks, and that really changed everything for us. It made us like realize that we can do this, and that we have something that we can help people, and that's what we want to do. So it's just been a long road, because I feel like, honestly, a big part of it has been my ADHD. And it's not just ADHD, it's a lot of other things, but I'm really trying to learn how to focus and focus on the things that are good for my followers and good for us at the same time, because I like see the bright shiny thing and I go chase that. And I get excited. Like, I did events at the beginning of this year and I realized like that is so much work. But I need to focus on things that are going to help us grow and not distract us. And so events is something I really love, but I can't do that right now because there's other things I need to focus on first. But I really love events. I loved the garbage events, pickup event. I loved the event for helping out the dogs, and fundraising events. Like I love those kinds of things. So these are, is he still outside? Come on, buddy. So these are things that I really want to do, but I tend to get distracted quickly and then start focusing on something else. And it's just really hard for me to keep the big picture, but with focus. So I'm really working on myself. And one of the things that have actually helped me, can you see this? Is a visual timer. So I've been using this visual timer because my day, I don't have anybody telling me what I need to do. And sometimes I basically told Diego, I said, if my Trish advisor doesn't turn around for us to grow by the end of 2024, I'm going to have to do something else, because this takes way too much effort and not enough income, because it's like, I mean, the high season's over. So we make, good money for the 4 months because we get a lot of bookings for December to March. But if something doesn't change for the low season, let's say, which our low season is pretty low here, I'm going to have to do something else, because this is like, it takes so much time and so much effort. And, I used to make a lot of money in the States for literally probably a quarter of the effort. And I don't want to let this go. So we're going to give a really big push for 2024 and make some big changes. And I really, really hope that happens. And I see that, like, in the videos that we've done, the last 6 videos we've done, like I said, we had 70,000 views. And for us to come out of nowhere, like, we really didn't post much for 4 years, really, like sporadically. But then to kind of come out of nowhere and get 70,000 views in 6 weeks, it's amazing. Like, it was like shocking to me at the same time, but also really exciting. So let me catch up on your comments. But thanks to all of you guys that have been here the whole time and supported us. Isaiah from Iowa. The girls should learn how to do that. You can do it, he says. Thank you. Yeah, I need to hire my nieces. That's who he's talking about. So let me catch up on some of your comments and then we'll say goodbye. But thank you to all of you that have been here to support us. Diego superpower. He has lots of superpowers. Angela says, thank you so much. Good night. Thank you. We love you guys. Thank you so much for the super chat. Mr. Obvious, he follows the rules because you're the one with the brain fart. That's so funny. Tyshawn. Hey, Tyshawn. We're just signing off. Petabel. Hi, Diego. Peter from Toronto. Mr. Obvious, thank you. I'm glad I caught the live. And then he says there's a big demand for your content. Well, thank you. I think we have a lot of great ideas. It's just like, I'm an ideas person. And then the other level is actually getting those ideas to come through without being so distracted. This one right here. Yes, Miguel says that looks like a practical timer. It very much is. So anyways, guys, thank you so much. If you have any questions, you can always email us at mytrishadvisor@gmail.com. You can book our tours and transportation, which is our private tours and transportation, at mytrishadvisor@gmail.com, and look forward to the next videos coming out that will be about vacation rentals in Mexico and in Puerto Morelos, and then buying, building, and renting in Mexico, which a lot of those topics will have to do with Mexico in general, but it will very much be specific to Puerto Morelos as well. So thank you, Paul. Thank you guys for your super chats. It was Powell, Hank's mom. Thank you. And our Michelle Reagan, our member, Angela P, $20, and Colleen Gust, 28 Canadian. Thank you guys. Nos vemos pronto en Mexico. We love you. Thank you all for your support. Bye. I don't even know how to end it on. How do you do this? Can you do that one?
And the X, I guess. The X.
I don't know. I don't even know how to end it.
Goodbye.